up, everybody?
Hi, everybody.
That feels like such a millennial content creator thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is up, everybody?
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, I felt it in my fingers. I felt it in my toes.
You know what else was a millennial thing to do?
What?
Quote, Love Actually.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, for two, guys.
Well, maybe that's what 2024 is about. It's the year of the millennials. The millennials strike back.
Unfortunately, I cannot co-sign that. I don't subscribe to that.
Why?
Many reasons.
Is it because you like to pretend you're not a millennial?
No, I know I'm a cusper.
Oh,
It doesn't sound good, does it?
Zillennial.
I don't like that either. Go. You know what?
Work with me.
I would rather say I'm a millennial, I think, than say I'm a zillennial.
Yeah.
Or a bicuspid.
Ugh.
So whatever. I'm a millennial. That's
I'm
fine.
thrilled when I drill a bicuspid.
What was that? A musical theater reference?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh man, I'm real.
There's something about that. Hey guys, it's 9:30 p.m. and this is John's Millennial Hour.
Oh.
This is when he's most millennial. You guys don't typically get to hear this. Congratulations to you.
So I was rereading Harry Potter. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'm such a Gryffindor.
Rereading would imply that I read them in the first place.
Right. You and I have not read Harry Potter.
I've seen
all the films.
Yeah.
Haven't read it. Tried to read it once when I was like in college, and I was like, this simply is not for me.
Yeah.
Heard they were pretty good.
I mean, the movie. I like the movies.
I think it's gonna be a hit.
Hey, you know what? That J.K. Rowling, she's going places.
One place.
Straight to hell.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome back. Hey, it's been a minute. I don't think we've come out with an episode since November of 2023.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, sorry.
Well, listen, the holidays and, Black Friday.
Mm-hmm, the major one.
Just all these things that just popped up. No, we got real busy.
We did get really busy. And then we got really sick, care of John's students. I was doing so well. John got sick the day after his 2-week vacation from school started.
Yeah.
And then I got sick a week later.
Yeah.
I was doing so well, and I was like, oh man, he just has a poo-poo immune system, but I'm great and I'm fantastic. And then he gave me one little peck on the lips.
Just a little smooch before I left.
After a week of no contact. Well, except for we lived together. And then because of that, I got sick.
Yeah, that was my bad.
It was his bad. So today's the first day where I'm actually feeling and sounding
yeah,
normal.
We don't both sound like complete shit.
Yeah,
so we're like, hey, let's
might as well.
We have some new fun equipment. We got some new fun things over here happening.
Yeah.
Happening over here at Perez Periódico. So I figured let's get back on this fucking horse and ride it and see where it goes.
Oh. Yeehaw. But yeah, like John mentioned, I think it'll thrill most of you to know that we did invest finally in a gaming computer to stream off of.
You
guys all know we were rocking that late 2015 iMac that I bought in college. It was the first computer I ever bought for myself.
Yeah, it was and it was, you know what, she was trudging along.
She was truly trudging, wheezing, huffing, and puffing.
Yeah.
Me walking up our stairs. That's what my fucking computer sounded like every time I tried to run The Sims or stream or check my email, like anything. She's still here. I need to clean her up, dust her off, and
we'll take her to the lake out back and
just drown her.
Have a Viking funeral for it.
Yeah.
There's a fucking gator back there. Well, there was at one point.
Yeah, a couple weeks,
no,
maybe
months.
a couple months after we moved in, I looked out of our window that faces a lake, and I was like, who's that pretty girl in the mirror there?
What mirror?
It's Millennial Hour for both of us. And I was like, I think that might be an alligator or a stick. And then I think I brought you up there.
Yeah, you called me up and you're like, hey, what is that?
And you were like, it's definitely an alligator. So that's cool. I love that. Love that that's just in my backyard. Very Floridian.
Yeah.
So, there is that. But haven't seen him since. So I can only assume he's in our walls. I don't know. God. You can't say otherwise.
But yeah, no, we've just been chilling, enjoying the holidays. Like Kendra mentioned, I had a couple of weeks off. It's been glorious. You know, I love my job. I'm an educator, a molder of young minds, right?
Okay.
All right. But I gotta say, and I don't think it's, I like to think it's not because of my immune system, though it very well may be. I have gotten sick at least 4 times.
Yeah.
Between the months of August through December.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, here's part of it. Someone at work mentioned that during like 2020, when we were all working from home for extended times, and even when you got to go back to work, a lot of stuff still was like closed, or we didn't do it out of safety. So that for like the year and a half, 2 years that it was really, really strict, maybe we lessened our immune system during that time because we weren't interacting with people or germs like we normally were. And then from that, you went back to work. And then not very long after that, you started teaching 25 kids. And kids are foul and disgusting. Yeah. Love them. The future of our great nation and the world.
I'm doing my best, y'all.
But they're filthy nasty. They don't know any better.
Yeah.
So I think next year I think like the beginning of the year and then during the winter months, you're going to get sick every year.
Yeah, I might need to start masking up.
Up and maybe let's get a flu shot. We should go get flu shots, I think, every year.
Yeah, you know, we're not like fucking crazy anti-vax people. I don't know why we didn't get one.
I think, I don't know what this is about me or my family. We never got flu shots. Like, we got them when we had to for school.
Right.
And we would get other shots voluntarily. That sounded so bad. Yeah. We all have, shut up. We all have very bad allergies. So we would go get allergy shots. That was a fun time after school when my mom wouldn't turn where she normally would to take us home. And we all slowly realized today was allergy day. And we'd go to the allergist office and we'd all get allergy shots. Wasn't that a fucking thrill? So like, it wasn't that we were opposed to getting shots or anything, but it was just like, I don't know. There was no importance placed on the flu shot, but apparently it's quite important because the flu kills people a lot.
Yeah, I know.
So
I think I just had a cold. I mean, fuck.
No, I think we both just had a cold because it didn't feel like COVID again, which was horrible. Didn't lose our taste or our smell or anything. And
well, honey, I never lost my taste to begin with.
Oh my God.
How did you like that? I was trying something new.
You were quite cunty in a good way. I liked it. But don't ever.
My bad.
Ever talk to me like that again. But yeah, so I think it was just a cold. We got over it within the week. We're all fine and dandy now.
So now we're back. We're playing with our new toys that we've not gotten to stream or record with. My cat Keo is in here somewhere.
He's right over there.
Oh, yeah, he's chilling. And yeah, like I said, super excited. We have some exciting stuff happening over here. Sorry, I just saw this thing online. Has nothing to do with anything we've been talking about, but I figured we could just progress through.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan, famed director of films such as The Prestige, and a little ditty called Oppenheimer last year.
Oh yeah. Batman, right?
Yeah, he did Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises,
The Dark Knight Falls.
Damn. The Dark Knight goes to Target. So he said that I guess he was doing a Peloton workout.
Like for Peloton, like one of those sponsored rides? Or not sponsored, but like every once in a while Peloton will bring in a celebrity to help teach a class.
I think
he was taking it.
I think he was taking a class. He was like taking a class.
Okay.
And the instructor he was working out under, I don't know, the person he was watching.
Yeah.
Started shitting on one of his movies.
Oh, God.
She was talking, I think, about Tenet, a movie I've not seen.
Me neither.
I heard very mixed things about it.
Yeah.
But maybe I should watch that.
I heard Robert Pattinson's in it, and I'm mixed, so.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Might like it.
Okay. I don't even know how.
Just in case he hears this, I want him to know that, you know, so some of us aren't so easily swayed by Peloton instructors' reviews.
Fair enough. So he, I guess the instructor was like, Did anyone else see that shit? What the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
And it was like, do they curse? Do they curse?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Some curse more than others.
Gotcha. And I think she was like, that's 2.5 hours of my life I'll never get back.
Damn. And you know what? He was probably thinking the same thing about his Peloton workout. I'm so sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
And it must be so embarrassing for that instructor to be like, of all the times.
Of all the people.
Christopher Nolan. But,
I'm pretty sure, I mean, listen, if I know anything about my good buddy Chris, my bud gutty Chris, like I almost just said, he knows how to take a joke.
oh.
No, he doesn't strike me as someone that's going to be like furious over something like that.
No.
But
Also, Peloton instructors have like a little iPad that shows them like new riders, birthdays, milestones, stuff like that. So it'd be really funny if she was like, what a hunk of dog shit. Am I right, guys? And then she looks down and she's like, Christopher Nolan, congrats on your 100.
That's funny.
Damn.
Wouldn't it be crazy if you were the
If that
same
was
guy?
actually him?
Zoinks.
And he's in the audience in the studio live. Because sometimes they have people in the studio.
Oh, that's fun.
And he's in the back crying.
There's a ride studio at my gym that I go to.
Oh.
But here's the thing, I never see anybody in there. I don't ever see anybody in there, and I don't see any instructors.
They probably do it like during the workday or in the morning.
Unless they don't have an instructor there yet.
Would you like to instruct? It kind of sounded like you were trying to...
Hey, listen. Keep riding, people.
You would just... That's all you'd say. Keep riding. Let's go. Let's get it. Keep riding.
Rise and fucking grind. What's another millennial thing to say? Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Obama.
That's a very specific type of millennial, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been talking a lot.
And we haven't said a
And
goddamn
we
thing.
haven't said a goddamn thing. We're going to give you guys just a short little episode today. We're kind of getting used to this new fancy smanchy technology that, guess what, actually works. It's crazy. When I click stuff and it opens, oh my God. Could you imagine? Not the case in my last computer.
We're just, by the time this recording comes out, we'll have finished What If.
Probably, yeah. Only have one more
and
episode.
if this season so far has been fucking good.
I agree. And I think we both came to the same consensus that this season feels better than the last one.
Yeah.
But we still very much liked the first season.
Yeah.
This just feels more, I don't know, like less restrictive?
Yeah, it feels fun. It feels, even the parts that are like cohesive feel like they're cohesive with a purpose. Mm-hmm. Because before, like in the first season, it was like, yeah, these are kind of cool ideas. Like, sure, why not? It's fun that the actors are back, most of them. But now, like, even the episodes that are like kind of independent,
yeah,
if there is something that comes back from those episodes, it feels more like we're not slapping everything together at the end.
Yeah.
Just do it. And I like that they've used, specifically season 2, but they've used this series so far to basically be an undercover Agent Carter sequel series.
Yeah, kind of. Peggy Carter was just done so dirty by her own show that they didn't give a shit about. I watched the first few episodes of Agent Carter and I loved it. I like Peggy Carter. I liked the idea of a period piece show about espionage, basically.
Yeah.
That's a cool concept. And
I think it was ahead of its time.
I agree. And Haley Atwell is such a treasure, and we're so lucky that she keeps willingly coming back to voice this character. She kind of not reminds me, but I think of her and like Tom Hiddleston in the same vein, where like they always seem game to play their characters. And yeah, I think the difference that I feel about the first season versus the second season is like the first season was a lot of cool ideas.
Right.
The second season's a lot of cool stories.
Yeah.
Like they're focusing more on the deeper levels of what if, not just
Right.
like there are zombies now.
Yeah. What if what if they're your heroes? What if they were zombies?
And
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. But also, like, we also got an amazing introduction to a brand new character
Oh my god.
in a very beautiful episode.
That y'all, if there's anything you watch from What If season 2, it's gotta be the Kahori episode.
Yeah. It's a completely standalone. Some of them kind of
Well, there's a little tie-in at the end, but
yeah, but some of them interact with each other.
right.
Like the different episodes of season 2, but this one is mostly its own thing.
And it's exciting. Like, what we get a brand new character
Yeah.
for the like all of us get a brand new character for the first time. And yeah, the episode's really beautiful, like in multiple senses of the word. So if there's nothing else you check out, please check that episode out.
Yeah.
It's done in an entirely native dialect.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part, and then there is some Spanish.
Yeah. Boo! Sorry, no offense.
Well-
Not Spanish language. Spanish conquistadors. Boo!
Yeah.
Boo!
That queen showed up and we were like, boo.
Yeah. Sorry. It was
anyway.
Princess Queen Isabella of Spain.
I don't give a fuck.
Famously, she's part of the people who sent Christopher Columbus out to go murder a bunch of people. Boo! 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 Anyway.
We also watched Our Flag Means Death season 2. Great show, man. What a good show.
It is such a good show, and for being like, and like I don't know, when I think of like an HBO show, even the comedies, I think they're like serious. I think of like
Right.
adult serious television.
Right.
Beyond television, it's HBO. But Our
It's
Flag
not
Means
cable.
Death is like, it's sometimes incredibly deep,
Right.
but sometimes it's just like lighthearted, good pirate fun, and I do love it.
And little what's that guy's name? The actor who plays Izzy on
know
the
his
show. But anyway, Izzy's arc on the show,
Beautiful,
just
fantastic.
what brilliant writing and what a brilliant actor, and also an amazing singer.
What the hell?
Like,
Also, he's British.
right,
So
because we saw him in the Batman.
Yeah, he was in the Batman, and he was a New York Italian man.
Right.
And then I see him in Our Flag Means Death, and he's doing this horrific accent, and I'm like, he needs dialect coaching because this is ass. I look, and he's British. Uh-oh.
She said, "Oh no."
Oh, no, that's just his accent. No offense. Sorry. You sound great. You have such a distinctive voice.
Yeah.
But, yeah, who'da thunk?
But he has his rendition of La Vie en Rose.
Yeah. It's on Spotify if anyone's interested.
I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it. It was so good. So go check that out. Checked out the Iron Claw a couple days ago.
Yeah, John watched that one by his lonesome. Here it was very sad.
Yeah, that was one that I knew Kendra was gonna have to sit out of.
Yeah, no.
I did shed a few thug tears on several occasions in that movie. The guy next to me, I saw him wiping his eyes. So he sat. He sat so close to me for a theater where you could pick your own seats.
It was a 1 p.m. on a Tuesday.
It was 1 p.m. on a fucking Tuesday, and there was just one buffer seat between us.
Okay, he just really wanted to enjoy
it was in the same
it.
row as me. There was only 2 other people in the theater. They were right in front of me.
Were you like right in the middle? Or
I was right in the middle.
Okay, he just wanted to be in the middle.
But
He said, "Hey man, you're lucky he left that buffer."
I know. I saw this meme where someone was like, "There's one person bought this ticket.
Yeah.
they're gonna have a hell of a time," and the person was like buying the ticket right next to
Yeah,
them.
I think he said he was going to turn into a boys' night. It's just going to be him and this fucking stranger. That's my worst nightmare.
I know, but I was like, he's having his fucking chicken tendies. He's watching the movie. He's crying. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, good. Well, he's having a time.
Yeah. So
What else did we consume?
Oh, who can forget this past week, by the time you're listening to this, was the return of live WWE on TV.
Oh, yeah, after a week-long...
Well, they were on the road, but yeah, they
Hiatus.
took a week off of TV.
They were on the road, but I was not.
We were not. We were.
I didn't see them.
We were at home.
We were at home.
Not the store at home.
I did go to at home.
Oh. Don't tell them that. Sponsor us. TM.
TM. I didn't buy anything. I did. All this stuff.
fucking bullshit.
But yeah, should we segue into our wrestling portion of this conversation?
Yeah, so, I mean, last Monday, and again, by the official recording of this episode is on a Thursday evening, so we do not know.
It's January 4th, 9:41 p.m. for anyone who's interested.
Timestamp.
If we sound tired, that's why.
But on Monday Night Raw, we saw a huge return, unprecedented. Former WWE heavyweight champion of the world, Jinder Mahal.
And you know what?
The modern day Maharaja.
It was really strange. I think the audio must have cut out or something from the audience because they weren't, like, we were screaming, crying, throwing up.
Yeah.
In the living room, the cats got scared, hid under the couch. Our neighbors called the police.
Yeah.
And man, I can't really hear the audio. Can you bump up the audience volume? I can't hear that.
Baby girl, the audio is all the way up. The volume's turned all the way up.
Yeah.
He starts coming out. You know, the one thing I didn't like, I love that Jinder was so game for this whole thing.
Yeah.
The one thing I was like a little icked out by, I'm like, it's 2024. Why are we having him do an anti-America thing? Like, that's weird.
It was very strange to me, but also I was like, some of these points are accurate.
He wasn't wrong.
Some of these things, he's not wrong about it.
Yeah.
Like when we booed our own national anthem in a different language, that's pure American.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
That's not the national anthem.
Bustello. Every song about America is a national anthem.
America! Fuck yeah!
You know what's very millennial core? That whole movie.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
You don't.
It was just a bit ahead of my time.
No.
When did that come out?
Like 2005 or something.
Yeah, I was 3.
You were not. Shut the fuck up.
No, I was. Oh.
Yeah, there's a cat in here.
Okay, hold on. I think he unplugged the screen.
The monitor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I think they can still hear us, though, so that's good. I'll figure this out. Please, vamp.
So anyway, Jinder Mahal shows up. He does his thug thizzle. And then, yeah, it was just weird. It was a weird little promo on his end. But, again, I appreciate him coming out and trying to get the most heat possible from the audience. Which is what I assume was the purpose of that. And then in the middle of all that, we heard the rumors. Well, I heard the rumors. And we hear, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. And of course, the people's champ, Uncle Dwayne, The Rock himself comes out. Many people are speculating that he did his pro-America promo back to Jinder because he may or may not be running for president. You know,
I didn't even consider that. That would be fucking funny though, and it'd be very modern day presidential candidate to take a WWE wrestling promo, chop and screw it, and turn it into a campaign video.
Well, listen, the more I think about it, I'm like, hold up. He's filed the paperwork.
I know. Didn't you do that years ago?
Yeah. So he's filed the paperwork. Young Rock, that's what that whole show was that he was running for president.
Yeah, fictionally.
And then...
let's leave it in fiction.
If he main events WrestleMania, it's going to be in Philadelphia. Loads of American history there.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
The fucking Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
That river that George Washington swam across.
The Delaware.
He swam across the Delaware River in Philadelphia to fight some Nazis.
Yes. That's all correct, and no one can prove otherwise.
Kendra was fucking looking at me like I knew I got... the Liberty Bell's there.
The Liberty Bell is there. You know how we both know that?
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
National treasure.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay,
Benjamin Franklin's from there. You
know how I know that? National treasure.
I actually wasn't sure.
They found his
bifocals.
Bifocals that he created.
He invented
we need to watch National
electricity.
Treasure. Hang on.
He got that key with the kite.
Yeah.
And he put it in a fucking bottle or something.
Yep. And that's what powers our
That bottle,
grid.
it's in the grid, yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of flopping around in there.
That's why our grid is so turbulent.
This
Anyway.
is not an educational program. Anyway, we're here to talk about some wrestling. So The Rock came back.
The Rock came back, yes. And, I think we're two people who have the boy who cried Rock ourselves. So now I don't trust myself. I will most likely never, ever anticipate The Rock being anywhere anymore. Because when it's a grand, big event that I think he will be at, he's usually not.
He's just not
And
there.
when it's a random fucking Raw, well, not so random this last time, but the first time, random fucking SmackDown, there he was. And then he went away for months. I was telling my coworkers about that today because I told them that this is huge news in my life.
Right.
So I told them, like, hey guys, The Rock came back. And they were like, whoa, that's so cool. And I was like, yeah. Well, he came back a few months ago and fucked right off again. And no one saw him since. And he's been in like a hole.
Right.
They also had the gall to say, I don't know if The Rock can compete still. Like, he's not ring ready is what they were trying to say. Like, he's not in shape enough. And I said, look at The Rock in 2000 and whatever. And look at The Rock now. The Rock is massive.
Right.
Endurance? I don't know. I can't speak to that.
A lot of people were talking shit because he came out, he laid a bunch of hits, a bunch of classics, did a quick little, he took a bump, and then laid the fucking smackdown on Jinder Mahal, People's Elbow, the whole nine. His belt broke. He whooped him with the belt. That was fucking funny. And people were talking about how he was winded after that. I'm like, okay. I like to think that, hey, from November of 2022 to now, I've lost about 30 pounds because I picked up a workout regimen. I've gone back to the gym. And
a diet. And he gained like equal amount of fat loss to muscle gained.
Thank you. So would I say I'm like in shape? Not necessarily. I'm in better shape than I've been. I do at least 10 minutes of cardio, right? So every time I work out. My big fat ass comes up those stairs. I'm still huffing and puffing.
Our stairs are steep.
Yeah, but even so. And that's just walking upstairs. Climbing the stairs, if you will.
Yeah.
But that's nothing.
And also it's like...
He was running the ropes. He's in
talking.
Front of... Yeah.
Talking, I think a lot of people don't realize when you talk for a long time, when you give a whole monologue up there and you have to be funny doing it. And
you're under the lights and there's a lot of people.
You'd be huffing and puffing too.
Yeah.
And also something that I told my coworkers, I was like, first of all, you guys are not allowed to comment on this anymore because you don't know what you're talking about. I appreciated that they were humoring me though. But I was like, listen, we'll discuss this more, but if he's coming back for a WrestleMania match, he has 4 months to figure that out. And I trust that he will. He's done this before for many years, longer than I've been alive, probably. I don't know.
And also, not for nothing, and this is not me shitting. Obviously, we have a huge respect for really all athletes, but specifically here, with special regard to sports entertainment, to wrestlers. I've seen Roman Reigns' matches. A lot of that beginning time is a lot of the acting, psychological aspect of it. They're walking the ring so much. So it's not, again, it's sports entertainment. They're not going to be running laps the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
You do have those fast-paced matches. I don't think it's going to be that to start off with.
Or the whole way through. Because you could also have, we saw it with... Becky Lynch and Nia Jax.
Which was a great match, by the way.
It was a pretty good match, yeah. But it started off very slow.
Yeah.
Recognizably slow. And it sped up as they went. Right. And I think that's very common to see. I don't think they're going to put The Rock. And if he's facing Roman Reigns like I think he is, they're not going to put The Rock and Roman Reigns in a stamina-heavy, long, fast-paced, fully through match.
Right.
They're going to play to their strengths.
Absolutely.
Which is crowd work and talking shit and making the moments count by taking their time.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm just simply not worried about it.
Right. So, yeah. I'm like, no matter what they do, it's going to be fucking money. It's going to be great. I'm not...
Yeah.
If people will eat up goddamn Brock Lesnar German suplexing Roman Reigns for 20 minutes and then getting a low blow or something and losing, whatever. I think it'll be better than that.
Yeah.
So...
I hope so. But, yeah, so... With The Rock coming back, there's so many possibilities for the future.
What did he say? He said he's going to go eat. He said, should I sit at the bar?
I would like to say that I caught on to what was happening very early. Very proud of myself using my tinker brain.
You caught it before I did.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, should I sit at the bar? Should I sit at the booth? Or should I sit at the head of the table? And I was like, yeah! Yeah! It's fucking finally happening. See, this is another thing. The Rock came back once before, recently. Nothing came of it. The Rock came back last year, right?
Yeah.
And we all thought, oh my God, it's going to happen. Didn't happen. It's pretty blatant now that it's going to happen.
Right.
And I believe it will happen at WrestleMania 40.
The granddaddy of them all. Absolutely.
Allegedly, people think it's going to happen at Elimination Chamber in Australia. Boo.
I mean,
no.
Here's the thing. Could it happen? Yes. Could it happen? Yes.
Well, anything could happen.
The Rock, I'm not... If we get one match, and that's him, and Roman Reigns, the current reigning champion for the last...
3 years, 4 years.
Going on 4 years... There's no way, if this is his last match, because I think once he has this match with Roman, I think he's done.
Yeah.
Once he has this match, he's done. So there's no way they're gonna put his final match, what could be his final match, at an Elimination Chamber.
Anything other than a WrestleMania. It can't happen anywhere other than a WrestleMania.
Right. And that makes no, which is, it makes no sense to me that people are passionate about it. Yeah. But I think it's because it's really a lot of Cody Rhodes fans, which, I mean, no disrespect to Senor Rhodes.
We're Cody Rhodes fans. But I understand they're holding out hope that Cody Rhodes is going to have that WrestleMania main event night. And before Monday, maybe I would have agreed with you.
Maybe that was the plan. If they couldn't get The Rock, I do think that Cody Rhodes would have main evented. Do I think he would have won? No. But I think if they couldn't get The Rock, that Cody Rhodes would have been that match. And,
I can agree to that.
And Cody Rhodes probably fucking knew that.
Yeah. I don't think... I don't know. I would like to think that they're a little bit more transparent with stuff like that.
Right.
With these superstars, especially when they're doing things like contract negotiations or even bringing him on in the first place.
Right.
I assume these things are discussed at that time. Right. Because if there was no plans for him to eventually one day become the, what is it called? Undisputed champion. Sorry, my nose is starting to get to me. I don't think he would have come back over. Right. Because I wouldn't have. Right. But also, I mean, there has to be suspense. I understand that it's taking longer than usual to finish his story, partly because of an injury. But I just don't think Cody Rhodes is there yet to have a satisfying, gratifying end of the story match with Roman Reigns. Right. I think it would feel rushed. Right. And what a disservice that would be to this years long story that you're trying to tell.
Right. Which is why I think there's not a doubt in my mind that Cody Rhodes is the guy after Roman Reigns. But I like all the adversity they're putting him through. Like the whole thing with regardless of how you feel, symbolically, I liked what they did with the whole Brock Lesnar thing, and now the Shinsuke thing, trying to go through the Rumble, and now they're all these, you've got CM Punk is in the way, Randy Orton's in the way, LA Knight's in the way, right? The fact that he's over on Raw and Roman's on SmackDown, like, I like all of this, like, adversity they're putting him through, and now The Rock is here, right? So, like, I think it's going to make for a satisfying conclusion either at SummerSlam or next year's WrestleMania, to see that all come together. But anyway, that's Cody's story, right? That's a them thing. We're talking about the now thing. Could I see The Rock having a match in addition to? I could, actually. I think they would be clever about it, because I remember there was one year where he like made a return to face John Cena, and before that WrestleMania, he actually partnered with John Cena to take on Awesome Truth, which we saw a reunion of.
Oh yeah.
So I could see them maybe teaming him up with. I would love to see him team up with like LA Knight or with LA Knight or Jey Uso to take on like Solo and Roman or Solo and Jimmy at Elimination Chamber or something like that. I think that would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I'd be a happy boy if it happened even sooner. That way I can watch it at Royal Rumble on the cock.
Don't call it that.
The peacock. So
yeah, that's very impatient people thinking.
Yeah, but I could see it maybe happening at Elimination Chamber.
I can see that happening too. I think if there's a possibility of multiple matches, which I think, I mean, again, anything is possible.
Right.
Do I think The Rock's going to sign up for multiple matches over multiple PLEs? I don't know. That man is fucking busy. He's got stuff to do. He's got 20 million projects, 20 million kids. I don't see him here for a long time.
Right. Just a good time.
Just a good time. But yeah, with him being back in the same month as Royal Rumble, do you think he's going to show up at Royal Rumble?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know what that would achieve. Him being there.
Right.
Would he enter? Would he win? Would he lose? He could go just to have the moment and leave.
So I'm predicting, and this may be a predictable answer, I really do think now that he's back, I do think that CM Punk has a really strong chance of winning.
Interesting. Because
his last match in WWE before he left was a Royal Rumble. Was in a Royal Rumble. So I could see him winning, challenging Seth Rollins, since they have that whole thing.
If Brock Lesnar enters the Royal Rumble, anything less than 25 or greater than 25,
you turn off the TV?
Turn off the TV. Turn off the TV, unplug the cable, cancel Spectrum. I'm mad.
That's not even on Spectrum. That's on Peacock.
That's our internet.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Anyway, yeah, Brock can be number 12. Brock can be number 12, and Brock can be thrown out of the ring immediately.
He came out number 1 and got 13 people out. 1 year.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. That year's not going to be this year. Yeah. I decree it.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
But no, here's my thing. Whether the match, which I'm with you, I fully believe Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. It's too big of a match.
Yeah.
I was talking to you about this the other day. If you go to the common person and ask them who Roman Reigns is, they might know. They would know Roman Reigns before they knew a lot of other wrestlers.
Yeah.
Just because he's done like talk shows and like he kind of gets that celebrity, a slightly higher celebrity status.
Yeah, and he's hot as shit.
Well, yeah, and he's a beefcake, right? The point being, if you ask them who The Rock is,
yeah, everybody knows The Rock.
So, I don't know. And I mean, obviously, there's no disrespect to anyone. Obviously.
No.
It's just too big of a match.
Yeah.
It'd be too big of a history-making, generational moment to not put it on the biggest stage you could.
Yeah. If for some reason they didn't do that, it would be, if they did it anywhere but WrestleMania and there was no second match, no anything like that, I would be so crushed.
Right.
Similar to how I feel when I think about the fact that Bad Bunny's match at Backlash in Puerto Rico wasn't the
main event.
The main event. I kept thinking grand finale. In my heart it was. That still pisses me off.
Right.
It's such stupid planning. Anyway, but like it would be such a missed opportunity.
Right.
And maybe we're going to sound fucking foolish when The Rock beats Roman Reigns in Australia at like fucking 2 p.m. our time. I don't know. It just seems so far-fetched to me.
But all that to say, no matter when that match is, here's my thing. Is that I think it's such a special time in wrestling overall. And like the cherry on top is that The Rock is back in WWE and will likely, probably, hopefully, have a match. We'll get to see him wrestle again.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one last time. Like, what a special time it is to be a fan. And what a cool moment it is to see arguably the biggest star that WWE has ever produced back home. Yeah. You know? Like, to me, that is so cool. And I'm a little biased because if you've been listening, The Rock is my guy. I love that man.
He loves The Rock.
And I always have. He was the wrestler that got me into wrestling. Still a huge fan. So, like, I admit I'm a little biased. But I also think it's just, like, with everything else, with how hot wrestling is right now and just the general population, what a cool time. So, like, I don't... It's fun. It's fun when we talk about this stuff and keep it fun. Yeah. But when we start... I don't like all, like, the just the nastiness that's spewed his way or other fans' way about, oh, well, it should be here because of blah, 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 blah. Like...
At the end of the day, it is wrestling.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be entertainment.
Right. It ain't that deep. But yeah. You know what I mean?
We're so happy to have you back, Dwayne. Love you.
Welcome back. Listen, if you need a John for your for one of your pictures, pick Perez.
Okay, I like the spirit of what you were doing there. Yeah. But there is another meaning for John.
Oh, like a bathroom?
Yeah, John. A bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like...
Yeah, but you're so sweet.
Oh, my God. Anyway, I saw his Christmas movie is going to be released in theaters.
Yeah, Christmas movie?
Yeah. Him and Chris Evans.
Chris Evans?
Yeah. It's called Red One. A red one. It is called Red One, but...
Something Gaga. Whoa.
That song's like over 10 years old.
You know how I know that? They debuted the day of my 13th birthday. That math doesn't add up. I was joking and kidding.
Oh, I was like, wait.
I was joking and kidding.
We haven't even gotten into where... Listen, y'all. By the time you hear this, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, she may be on the moon. Who knows where she's going to end up?
Yeah, that was
It's still an adventure.
We were on...
Pins and needles.
I was going to say Sasha Watch. Washa.
Watcha Banks.
Because this is like the new The Rock's coming back
or
today.
or CM Punk, really.
Yeah, but everyone was right about that one.
I mean, there were a lot of places saying that he wasn't showing up.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just like, is she going to be here on Monday? Is she going to be here
on Wednesday? Here on Friday?
Yeah. Is she going to be at AEW? Is she going to be... Who the fuck knows? I still don't know. She wasn't there Monday.
Yeah. So
at least we couldn't see her.
And who knows? Maybe by the time you hear this, she'll have been on SmackDown. Or, like I said, maybe by the time you hear this, she'll be in the UFC. Who fucking knows?
That'd be crazy. Oh, no.
But she is the talk of the town. So at least outside of... Yeah, she's the talk of the town.
Which one's the first one? Oh my gosh, we've done this before. Watch or warning? Warning first, then watch.
Yes.
I think we are elevated to a watch.
Yeah.
Because it's very plausible. I was telling John, now more than ever, since she left, I think it is more plausible that she will return. Now that they're getting a lot of those old men.
Geriatrics.
Those old guard Vince McMahon people out. I think it's more of a welcoming environment, especially for young women, maybe. So, who knows? Maybe the problem person from that whole situation is gone now.
Right.
And I feel like Triple H is more willing to talk and negotiate and compromise.
Yeah.
Than someone like Vince McMahon was.
Right. I agree.
So, I'm hopeful, but
we'll follow up with any news.
We'll follow up with any news.
AKA wherever we see she's announced that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button from wherever you are listening from. Please follow us on all of our socials. We are on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Hey, we have a Discord.
I was just about to say, I see a Discord logo.
I gotta, you know what? Just keep an eye out for that. We do have one, but I gotta set up all the... I'm still getting used to it. Getting used to the lay of the land there. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of our episodes show up on YouTube. All of our streams show up on YouTube. But which, by the way, hey, PLEs are back, baby. So keep an eye out for our announcement for our pre-preview stream for the Royal Rumble, which is truly the most wonderful time of the year.
Royal Rumble is our favorite, for those who don't know. So
love a good Rumble. Outside of West Side Story, that is.
Yes, those rumbles get you killed.
yeah, they do. So just follow us on all the things. Subscribe to us on all the things. Keep an eye out for any additional announcements. And
we'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Whatever that is.
So in 2024, you're going to get some 2020 more. Zip it up and zip it out.
Okay, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.